Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to do the fireplace in the wall and the fish tank in the wall that I did in my last speed build, which was an apartment in San Myshuno. So let's get right into it. So what you want to do is hit Control plus Shift plus C on your keyboard, and this will open up the cheat command for you. The fireplace can be made with just base game objects, and we're going to use debug objects, so let's unlock those. And then type in testing cheats space on and hit the enter key. If you typed it incorrectly, it will say cheats are enabled. The next thing you're going to want to type in is BB period show hidden objects. And now type in BB period show live edit objects. So now down here in the search on the bottom left, you're going to want to type in debug. And I usually click on the third one of these, and it might take a few seconds for this list to generate depending on how many packs you have, but you're going to see a whole bunch of new stuff down here in the menu. You can also just click on the little magnifying glass as well. So over here on the right, I'm going to use the filter to filter by base game only, so I only see the base game items in debug. And then just hit the magnifying glass over there on the left side so you can go directly to the debug objects and you don't have to scroll through all the normal game objects. So here you're going to find a whole bunch of items that you can use to make different things with, like columns and fences and all sorts of stuff like that. I'm going to grab these logs right here. So now make sure that you enter the cheat bb.moveObjects into the cheat command and then press enter. So now what you want to do is find a window, and you want to find one that is going to fit the size of the hole in the wall that you need. I find that for this type of fireplace I like this bunker window here. And then the next thing you want to do is put this window right up against the wall, and you want to size it down to the smallest size. Different windows will give you different sizes, so you can play around with these and use whatever you like depending on the size of hole you want in the wall. I also found that this as time goes by window, while being kind of small, did leave the cleanest hole in the wall. Okay, moving on. Now if you want to delete these and reposition them, or you just don't want them in your house anymore, then you cannot just delete the wall to get rid of them. You're actually going to have to delete the foundation to get rid of them. As you can see, if you delete the entire wall, there they are, the hole's still there, and then if you draw the wall back, it's still going to be there. So what you need to do is hammer out this foundation here and the other side and then the middle piece until you find your little window and delete the window. Now if you don't see the window, don't panic. All you need to do is use the terrain tool to lower the terrain here, and there's the window. And then just take your hammer and delete it. And then just draw your walls back. And then just click on the foundation and click on the yellow highlighted line, and then just rebuild your floor. Okay, so now down to business. So we're going to put this window back in the wall here, shrink it down like so. So the next thing you want to do is delete some of this wall here. So I would delete 4 tiles worth of the wall, just so the things that you're working with won't snap to it. And if you want to use logs in your fireplace, you're going to place the logs first, because otherwise they're going to want to snap to the top of the fireplace or a shelf or maybe something else in there that you're using that's snap worthy. So I did raise my logs up a little bit to account for this shelf I'm going to use at the bottom of the fireplace so that they're sitting on top of it. I did hold the Alt key while moving these logs so that they would move freely. I also sized down this fireplace to the smallest size, and I used it as the reference point for the height of the logs. You do need to have the top of the fireplace or some part of the fireplace visible so that the sim can light the fireplace. I size up an immaculate shelf and use it as the base of the fireplace. I'm also going to use an additional one. I'm going to lift it up with the 9 key and put it slightly on top of it. Now I'm going to place my shrunken down fireplace in here. I'm going to use 2 of them, one facing forward and the other one facing opposite to the other side of the room, just to give it a little bit more of a natural looking fire. See, you can also see the top of the fireplace through that. That's so that your sim can click on there, so you have a place where your sim can click and light the fireplace. Then you can just draw the wall back like so. Now if you like, you can just finish it off with a little bit of trim on the sides to cover up that shadow. I'm using these wood pieces. Of course, these are from the debug menu again, base game. You don't need any packs for these. And I'm shrinking them down a little bit so it'll blend a little better. And again, I'm adding an immaculate shelf, 2 of these on top for a mantle. I do recommend having a sim on the lot so that you can test this and make sure that it lights. So now we'll move on to the aquarium in the wall, which is the same concept. You just want to find a window for the size aquarium you're going to use. I chose this one from Dine Out because I like it and it's big and looks nice in the wall. So you want to find a window that's suitable for it. I find that this tri-pane 3-panel window from Base Game works the best for me. So I drew a 2-tile rectangular box that I'm going to put the aquarium in, and we can make the aquarium visible on both sides of the wall by adding a window on both sides of the box. Then I'm going to lift my aquarium up with the 9 key and get it into the position that I want it in and at the height level I'd like it. These posts here are from the debug menu. I'm going to show you really quick where they are because they're not black to begin with. You can change the color of them. They are green and they are a little bit hard to find. This right here, and they have 4 different colors: green and then white, gray, and black. So I'm going to use these black posts as side trim on the aquarium. You of course can use whatever you like or whatever color you like. It's up to you. For the top and bottom trim, I'm going to use this unfulfilled wall sign from Dine Out. And I just shrunk this down as much as it could go, and I'm going to trim out the bottom and top of the wall aquarium. I did end up shrinking the side posts back down to their original size because it fit a little bit better. And then you can just complete the wall trim on the other side. And there you have a nice wall aquarium that you can stock with fish. Another thing I'm playing with is this counter in the wall, but I'll be doing more with this at a later time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I'll see you guys again next time.